Hey girl, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. If you are not new, welcome back. It is your girl, Ebby Faith. I am a Christian content creator who talks everything from faith to fitness to all of the things. And you're probably wondering why I look like this, and that's understandable. But I just washed my hair, and while I twist it up and get ready, let's have a little chat, okay?
Feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year.
I figured since I am gonna be here a while, putting in some mini twists, not too many because I don't have time for all that. I have just been on go, and if you're a natural girly, you know, like trying to do your hair every day when it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. But because I am in this era of like caring, like taking care of things, my body, my skin, my hair, we're gonna take the time and put in some twists and get to it because I'll be here for a while. Just want to chat with y'all and just kind of talk to you about what God has been placing on my heart this week. I feel like each week he has been like really working on me. And a lot of it is kind of the same stuff that he's revealing to me, just in different ways. So, you know, if he's telling me, then it's only right I come on here and share with y'all as well, because I know if I'm going through something, chances are someone else in this community is too. So let's chat. So last week I feel like I was really off of my game. Like pretty much the whole month of January, I set my intentions to really get at it with my content and just everything that I'm trying to do. And for the beginning of January, I really did. Like I was on it. I was, you know, everything that I had planned out to do, I did. But that last week of January, honey, I just was not feeling it. Like I was so off my game last week. I didn't really get much of anything done last week. Didn't post the content that I wanted to, like just was off my game, just kind of feeling a little low, a little defeated, just constantly struggling to like fully trust God. I feel like it's easy to say you, does this look funny? I don't know. Anyway, I feel like it's easy to say like how much you trust God and what he's gonna do for your life, but when it really comes down to like actually trusting him with your finances, and honey, it sounds good until you really gotta do it. You know what I mean? And I feel like because I'm in the season of like really having to trust him and stay consistent and showing up regardless of how I feel, regardless of, you know, if there's money coming from it or not, like I feel like it's really testing my faith and like, will I continue to show up when things get a little rough or when I don't feel like it? And last week I just did not show up. Last week I just did not show up how I should have, and I really just had to sit with God and kind of re-energize and just kind of connect with him and try to figure out like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like what's next? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Like how, if you've told me to step into creating content, step into YouTube, that type of thing, like why does it not seem like it's going where I thought it would go? And this week I just was really reminded. I was actually listening to Jerry Flowers, and if y'all have never listened to him, he's a really good pastor to listen to. I listened to him on like his podcast, but he recently had a message about prayer. And the message I recently listened to, it just hit me because he was talking about like trusting in God's timing and how a lot of times like God's not on the same clock and time that we're on. The Bible says that like God's time is completely different from our time, and like our time frames when we feel like we've been waiting on something or working at something for years and years and years, like that's like nothing in God's time. You know, and I feel like we forget that. I feel like we put the pressure on the timetables and where we feel like we should be and what we should have gotten in certain time frames, and that's just not, God's just not on the same time that we are. Like he's not pressed on the times the way that we are. He doesn't see time the same way that we do. And I feel like I'm in that season where I'm like, okay, God, like, let's go. Like, I feel like I'm in a season that I'm like, you know, praying for things and waiting for God to come through on certain things, but my timetable is just not the same as his. And we just have to remember that. Like, we don't even realize some of the things we were praying for years ago, we're now walking in and seeing and living in, and you forget that you even prayed for that. And when you sit back and realize like, okay, I prayed for this and now I'm walking in it, although it's 3-4 years later, like that's still an answered prayer. It just wasn't on your time. It wasn't on the time that you thought this would come through. And that could be for so many reasons. Like we just don't know. God is so loving. Like he loves us so much that he could be protecting us from something. He could be stalling it from happening for a certain reason. Like you just don't know. And when you really think about it, like he is a father. He's not doing anything to punish you. He's not doing anything to harm you. Like he just knows what's to come. He just knows what's good for you, what's best for you. Just like a parent for your child, if they're asking for something that you know is like unreasonable, you know, like they're asking for candy like first thing in the morning, you know, like that's not good for you. That's not what you need right now. And we have to look at it the same way with God. Like he can see the bigger picture. So he can know like, that's not what you need right now. I know you're constantly asking me for this, but that is not what you need in this moment. And it's just remembering that. It's just remembering like, even though I want this right now, even though I feel like I deserve this right now, like it's just not in his timing. And when it is, he will let it happen. And when you're prepared for it, he will let it happen. But it could be certain things that you just aren't ready for. Like you're praying for this, but you just really may not be mentally or spiritually ready to handle when he gives it to you. I feel like that's just a season I'm in of like, okay, trusting his timing. If he is delaying something, if a door is not opening yet, if an opportunity is not coming yet, it's probably because A, he's still preparing things, B, I'm not ready for what's to come, or C, I'm in a period of maybe I need to keep building, I need to keep preparing, I need to keep growing so that when he does open the door, I am completely ready to handle what's to come. And that's something I feel like I am just constantly trying to remind myself, and I feel like I'm being like slapped in the face to to hear it again and again of like God's timing, not yours. And as much as I want certain things right now or feel like I should be at a certain place or further along or whatever, like that's my timing. That's what I want. That is not necessarily what God has ready for me right now. Or I'm in a season where God is still building me. He's still trying to draw me closer to him. He's still trying to improve my prayer life. Like there's so many things that I think this time in my life is God dealing with and showing with and teaching me things that I'm just not quite ready for what he has to come. And it's just a building process and just really staying connected and focused on God. And I'm always reminded of Matthew 6, chapter 6, verse 33. When you seek God first, everything else will follow. When your eyes are on him, when you're focused on him, everything else will follow. So that's the goal. The goal is to keep your eyes on him. The goal is to seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. And then all these things will be added to you. So just remembering, like, keep your focus on God. If you are focused on everything else, if you are focused on pushing and just trying to force your way to the end goal when you're not ready for that, it's just gonna be worse in the end. It's just gonna cause more problems in the end. So instead, take some time to get connected with God and try to figure out, why am I having to push so hard for this? Why does it seem like the road is blocked? Why does it seem like I'm not getting to where I'm supposed to be getting? And understanding that there could be a reason for that. It could be that you are really needing to lean on Him in these moments. It could be that you are needing to shift your focus to Him and not everything else. It could be that you are needing to rest and really rest in His presence and His peace, and not just go. Like, there could be so many things that He's just trying to show you, and if you're not connected to Him, then it's going to be really hard to understand, like, why you're in this phase, in this pruning season, in this wilderness season. So yeah, that's what God has kind of been like showing to me this week. I feel like it's something that I heard and read multiple times this week, to where I'm like, okay, this is not just a coincidence. Like, God, I hear you. Like, your timing, not mine. Trust in you, lean on you. You are going to provide regardless. Like, you are going to make sure I'm good. You're going to make sure my family's good. So I don't need to be just pressing, pushing, like constantly asking for the same things. He knows what I need. He knows the vision. He knows the goal. He knows the end game. So just keep seeking Him first. Keep showing up for Him. Stay consistent. Don't get weary in doing good. I just read that today. Galatians chapter 6 verse 9. Like, don't grow weary in doing good. Actually, let me get that full verse. Yeah, so Galatians 6:9, let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. So that's just another reminder, like, keep going, but stay connected to Him, especially if you are in a season like I feel like I am, where God is just pruning me and really like growing me, but I don't feel like I'm where I want it to be. He's teaching you something. He's showing you something. Get connected with Him so you can really get an understanding of what He needs from you in this season, so that He can go ahead and open those doors of overflow. So He can really put you into the places and rooms that you are supposed to be in, that He is preparing for you. You just have to be ready. And He doesn't want to just let you step into something that you're not ready for. So this season is about you getting ready, getting prepared, being ready to step into what God has for you, not just pushing your way through, trying to take control of where you think you should be. You know what I mean? Like, maybe God is needing you to take a step back and connect with Him and trust Him and lean on Him instead of leaning on your own understanding. I don't know who needed to hear that, but I did. I did. Give it to God, sis. It's time to give it to God, okay? Stop trying to take control of everything. Give it to God. Lean on Him, not on you, and watch what He does. So, my camera overheated because the devil don't want me to be great today, but we gonna keep going, okay? So, what was I saying? Yeah, so, I mean, that's the message, sis. Like, trust in His timing. Trust that He knows what is best for you. He is a good Father. He is looking out for your best interest. So if there is something that He is not giving you on your time, it's because it is not the time. It is not the appointed time. It is not what He has in the plan for you in this moment. That means there could be something better coming. It means you could just need to work through some things before He is ready to open that door for you. It could be that He needs you to rest and lean and trust in Him and truly walk in faith. Like, are you really gonna walk the walk, or are you just gonna talk the talk? You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, do you really have faith in Him, or Are you just saying that? Yeah. And this is going to take me forever. Why did I decide to do this? What? Anyway, are you really going to walk the walk, or are you just talking the talk? Like, he is going to allow you to really show him, like, are you in this for real, or are you just talking the talk? Like, when it comes down to really trusting in him and having faith in him, are you really doing that? Or when things get rough, are you just trying to figure out your own will and way? Because that's not trust, that's not faith. And he has to trust you in order to take you to that next step and get you in that next season. And if he can't trust you to really walk in him, in his way, and to really trust in him and to have faith in him and to really be connected with him, like, you could just not be ready for what's to come. So I feel like I said, this is a message for me too. Typically, if I am telling y'all, it's because God has just gotten on me about it. So that's where I am right now. I feel like I have always been like, take things into my own hands type of person, and I'm in a season where God is not allowing that. Like, certain avenues that I would have taken for income or whatever, like, just seem to be closed off or not working how they used to. And I'm taking that as like, you know, he's in control, I'm not. So when I feel like I can just get up and go do my own thing instead of what he is showing me or calling me to do, he's blocking it. Like, it's just not working the same way it used to. And that just tells me that, you know, there's something else that he is trying to get out of me. There's something else that he is trying to show me, or he's trying to sit me down and really get in his presence, get in his word, and trust and lean on him. So that is the season that I am in, and it is not easy, and I will never come up on this here platform and lie to y'all and say it's easy, or, you know, this is just going so amazing. Like, I will never come up here and lie to y'all. I will be honest, real talk, all the way. Like, it's not easy to stay consistent and trusting in God. Like, I feel like there's spurts and moments of consistency, and then it gets to a point where you start to get weary and heavy and burdened. And I felt that last week, but here we are, we're pushing through it regardless. Like, I have committed to walking in this with God, and I know it's not going to be easy. I know there's going to be trials, and I know that I just have to continue to lean on him and trust in him and stay connected to him. So that's what we're doing, girl. So that is what I am encouraging you to do. If you can relate to this at all, like, continue to trust in him, continue to get in your word, show up for him, and let him show you what he's requiring of you for that next season. Don't give up. Don't feel like it's not working or God's punishing you. Just figure out, what do you need to do? Like, what is he pruning you and prepping you for, and what needs to be done in this season to get to that next step. So I hope this helps. Quick chat while I do this hair. I'm gonna hop back on and show y'all the end result of that hair if I can finish it. But yeah, that's the chat for today. I won't make y'all sit here for 4 hours while I do this, but I will hop back on to show you. So thank you so much for watching, and I pray this encouraged you today. And just drop a comment if you could relate to this at all, or if you got anything from this, or if you have any questions for me, want to chat about anything, prayer requests, girl, whatever it is, drop it in the comment, let me know. Okay? And I just pray for blessings over your life, and yeah, I just really hope this encouraged you today. That is our girl chat for today. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs it today. So I will see you guys on the next video. Bye. It's giving healthy. No, I used to do mini twists and they would be so brittle and stiff and would not move. So this is like a big accomplishment because I've been taking care of my hair, like trimming it. It's kind of in that awkward length now, but that's because I just been cutting. If it's not healthy, it's gotta go. We're not holding on to anything that doesn't benefit us. Okay? We're not holding on to anything that's not good for us in the long run, okay? That includes hair. So, it's giving healthy, bouncy. Okay, that's all. See you on the next video. Bye.